Hello and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the tiefling sorcerer Charity.
Hey, everybody.
Adam, playing the halfling rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hey, everybody.
Lena, playing the Goliath barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi.
And Jay, playing the drow elf druid Vamaris.
Hello, the people.
Very, very natural, Jay. Welcome.
Smooth and consistent.
All right, so first announcement. Next week we are switching over to Saturdays. And that's going to be 6 Mountain, and 8 Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be on Saturdays then for a while. So we're gonna have a nice old Saturday, Twitch for you.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. God, bring back Parrot. That was smoother.
What?
Oh, this is getting worse.
Now I'm self-conscious about it, guys.
Can we start over? Can we start over?
Oh, Jesus.
Hello,
and welcome to Goats and Dragons. Still there.
All right, that's fine. You're good.
Cricket.
You can also see our archive on YouTube under Helpful Goat Gaming. But yeah, we're going to be Saturdays from now on for the foreseeable future. We also are working very hard on a podcast version of all of this. And that's Adam mostly who's putting all that together, and we love it. It's great. We've been recording a couple extra things to some intros and outros, even some character things are sneaking in there, which is fascinating. I'm super excited about it. I've heard a couple episodes and they're amazing. So stay tuned for further information on the podcast version of this campaign, which is called The Fates of Rin. Yeah. We are also affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And as a reminder, everyone who has Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free through Twitch Prime. And we'd be honored to be one of those free subscriptions that you get with that. Thank you so much for those who follow the channel. We incredibly appreciate the support. And if you like what you're seeing, if you like the story, tell your friends, baby. Yeah. And with that, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
Dun, 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 dun. What's great is that whenever anybody sings along with this, it's never actually in line with the music for the Twitch audience.
It never is, because we all experience the song differently.
Yeah. Which is really true of all human experience.
I was like, this is getting really philosophical really quickly. My God, the inner subjectivity is failing!
Previously, on Goats and Dragons, Burbage and Stormbringer had scouted ahead. They came across an old lady kneeling in a field. Stormbringer recognized her as the woman who had told her fortune many days ago in the city of Federo. And even though Burbage was completely aware of her malicious intent, he seemed to be charmed by her, and so listened as she suggested that it would be good for Stormbringer to meet with her alone and tell another fortune. But as soon as Burbage covered his ears and closed his eyes, Stormbringer was struck by a powerful spell that willed her to remain motionless as the old woman crept up upon her. Meanwhile, by the time Vamaris and Charity reached them, Stormbringer woke Burbage from his resting place and they continued on, though all of them incredibly suspicious of the old lady and her seemingly disappearance. Upon questioning, Stormbringer killed the woman and now seemed a bit confused at where her body went. Oh, and she accidentally kept calling Charity Lucien. Vamaris also pointed out that the berries Burbage and Stormbringer had been eating were called whoopsie berries, and they caused some hallucinations along with confusion. When Burbage let slip a bit more of his feelings for Vamaris, it was easy for Vamaris to chalk it up to the side effects of the berries. And after a while, when they stopped to set up camp, Stormbringer asked Charity to check out a wound she had sustained back in Malmond. It was some sort of vampiric curse, he believed. And Stormbringer seemed genuinely okay as she watched Charity be so concerned about her well-being. Burbage watched Vamaris set up his tent and trained a bit with his scimitars. He even ignored some voices he heard above him in the treetops, as Vamaris was quite sweaty. When the fire began to grow in front of them, they stepped back. But when the flames reach out toward Burbage, grasp him, and pull him in, Burbage whispers, "Thank you." And as Burbage looks back to Vamaris, Vamaris holds out his hand, yelling, "Burbage, no!" Stormbringer, upon hearing this, turns back to Charity, smiling wide and saying, "Lucien, I finally found you, and now you're going to pay." So, everyone, why don't we begin with Burbage? I wouldn't mind if everyone hopped off for a moment, except for Adam, who plays Burbage Kemp.
Hold on. Okay.
All right. Is everyone else gone? Are you here, Burbage?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Burbage. You are pulled and dragged into the fire, and you can immediately feel the heat, and the pain just immediately washes all over you. And there's a puff of sort of smoke in front of your face as the flames themselves obscure Vamaris, who has his hand outstretched toward you. And luckily, Burbage, you wake, and you're sweating, and you're breathing heavily, and you sit up in your bed, and it's a relief. That terrifying pain that you just felt, the flames that were burning you, was just a mirage of some sort of. It's just a figment of your imagination deep inside a dream. And it was weird. It felt so real to you. Your hair is a little wet from the sweat, and you kind of brush it aside as you lay back down in your bare chest now, heaving a bit, trying to gain oxygen back as your eyes try to fix on the world around you. And you see your room just as it always was. You see your bed, comfortable, and you turn next to you, and you see Theodric sleeping peacefully in the bed, and he's stirred a bit by your waking up, and he kind of turns over. Idge, what, you okay? What's the matter?
What?
Can you talk, Idge? What's the problem?
I jump out of bed.
Whoa, hey. what's going on?
I'm pointing my finger straight at Theodric. Just pointing at him.
Yeah? Do you need something? Was it the ham? It was the ham, wasn't it? I told him not to overcook it. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's making you have bad dreams. I get it. That's fine. And he kind of flips over then and starts to go back to sleep.
Bad dreams. Bad dreams. I'm gonna just very slowly circle the bed.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
you have kind of your sweatpants on tied with a little drawstring, and Theodric is kind of sleeping peacefully, it seems, and yeah.
I'm gonna very slowly approach his side of the bed. And when I say very slowly, I mean like telltale heart slow. Like
Okay.
when he's opening the door super slowly to go into the old man's room.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. 1 second.
That's
That's a 23.
incredibly stealthy. You don't feel like you've ever been this silent. It's actually kind of weird. You feel like you know exactly how to balance on your bare feet and on this rug as to just not make any noise, not even a soft kind of velvety rustle. You can't hear a thing around you. Except for the breathing of Theodric, who's now kind of breathing a little heavily, and you do see him kind of open one eye just a little bit, and then he does turn his head up toward you, and he says, "Idge, what's the matter?"
I'm gonna startle and step back.
And that felt a little weird because there was literally no sound. There was no reason for him to have opened his eyes. I guess you could chalk it up to coincidence, but it felt weird to you there.
All right, I'm gonna. Okay, Burbage is freaking out. I want to do a perception check on the room.
Please.
I feel weird about being super sneaky and being super silent, but he still woke up. Sorry, can I change that to it? Oh, I don't need to. That's fine. It's a good roll.
Okay.
23 for perception.
23, yeah, 23. Sorry, and a 23 stealth check. Good. And the 23 perception, you look around and it's exactly your room. It's the furniture. It's the sort of stone inlaid table of wood next to your side of the bed. You see the mug of whiskey that Theodric keeps on his side of the bed still there, half drunk like it always is at this time of the night. And you look around at the infinite expanse of white all around you, and you think, yeah, this is normal. This is exactly how it normally is. And when I say that, I mean you think that. You think, so this is absolutely normal.
With a 23 perception check, Burbage looks around, sees his room surrounded by a white expanse, and it feels right.
Totally right. This is how it's always been. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
Idge, what's going on?
I just had the strangest, most real feeling dream I've ever had in my fucking life. Holy shit!
That's crazy. What was it?
And I'm gonna look at him.
Yeah.
And
you can tell me.
Theodric, it's been 20 years More than 20 years. I mean,
Since
I've
what?
fucking seen you.
Burbage, it's been like 20 minutes.
20
Do you
minutes.
not remember
20
what we
minutes.
did just 20 minutes ago? Was I that bad? And he's smiling now at you.
Oh my god. All right, I'm losing it, aren't I? I'm going insane.
Yeah,
I'm going
totally.
fucking
No, that's
insane.
that's absolutely true. You're probably gonna go insane. Burbage, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. That would be a 19.
You kind of feel reality itself shudder for a second. And the infinite sort of white expanse around you starts to fade into gray, and then fade into black. And the world kind of materializes again around you. It's black, and where Theodric was a moment ago is now a large, glowing kind of blue fire nestled in a cauldron.
Theodric? Theodric?
Yeah. What? What do you...
You're not.
Burbage.
You're not Theodric. Then that wasn't a dream. I'm in some kind of weird situation now, aren't I?
I mean, we're all kind of in a weird situation if you think about it.
I just
Oh,
rolled
God.
a nat 20 insight check. Does this feel normal? Is this Theodric?
Burbage, you feel like... For a moment, you felt like everything was right. Like everything was back to the way it was. Everything was normal again. It was... You knew that no one had died. You weren't thrust into this life. You were... And everyone was okay about it. You feel like you could have stayed there forever. Literally. And now you understand there's something wholly unnatural about this place. You see it now kind of for what it is. And Theodric's voice sort of fades into the fire itself, almost burning up into ash. And further on, you see something dark in the darkness. As if a shadow was perfectly cut out of blackness around you. And it's tall and it's very large. And it seems to be moving very slowly toward you. And you feel like your mind is trying to right itself. But it's getting hung up on something. Do you know where you are, Burbage Kemp? A voice from the darkness says.
No, I don't know where I am. But I don't like it. And god damn it, I'm all fucked up enough as it is about Theodric and all my entire fucking life, and then you had to go and do that to me, whoever the fuck you are. God damn it!
I didn't do anything to you, Burbage. That was a choice that you just made right there.
Everything felt so
In all of her infinite wisdom, she was going to allow you to just be content. And you couldn't accept it, could you? And as this thing gets closer to the fire, you see it more for what it is. It is a gigantic, horned, red-skinned demon of some sort, with 4 arms, each sort of listlessly swinging at its side, very casually striding around the cauldron.
I will
Where you are
circle the
now.
other way. I don't know where I am, and I don't know who you are, and who is she?
You don't... that... You were yanked from another plane of existence, Burbage. And you were brought here. Do you have not the foggiest idea who would want to do that?
Poneway?
No, not Poneway.
Is it Meepus? That piece of shit. Did Meepus do this? Did Meepus put you up to this?
It's okay, fuck it, it's not Meepus either, okay? You've made many enemies over your life. You see the Alhoon that you had defeated in the caves of the Knolls kind of form behind you.
I remember him. I took his mask afterwards. His mask had many faces.
The Oni. The Oni appears on the other side and grins and smiles at you.
Yeah, the Oni. Hello there. Oh my god.
And then just faces, rotting corpses of people you've killed all around you.
Alright. Okay. This is a dream. It's the whoopsie berries, isn't it? Okay. Yep, some side effects from the whoopsie berries. I understand. I'm gonna slap myself really hard. Did I roll an attack roll on myself?
No need. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Seven.
Okay. Please take this much psychic damage. As your brain is trying to make sense of the world around you, it can't. The only thing you can think of is that you are somehow in some sort of afterlife, being reunited with those you've already murdered. And the voice again says, I see you looking around. There's one that's absolutely not here, isn't there? The one you always look for.
Eldon. Where is he? Eldon, are you here? Did you do this? Oh, shit!
A gigantic ring of flame has erupted around you. No, this is something different for you, Burbage. Do you know what's out there right now? Killing your friends.
No. What else?
It's something dark. Darker than me, certainly. And it made a deal. It made a deal that it would bring you here somehow. And it seems it did that right away. Got you out of the way so it can kill all your friends in peace. What do you think about that?
I don't like it. They're my friends, they're my family, and I don't want them to die. And I don't know who sent me here, and I don't like the fact that I killed these people. I'm sorry, alright? You know, I'm not a killer, I'm just a thief. I'm not a bad person, okay? Everyone stay away from me. God damn it.
The figures are moving in slowly around you. And the voice says again, you can't possibly... you can't possibly not understand what's going on here. You're going to stop him. And we can't have that. She can't have that. You're going to try to talk him out of it. He's growing closer to you. He's listening more to you. Why don't you just stay here and let your friends die in peace?
What are you talking about? Who's going to listen to me? Who am I going to stop from doing what?
You have an eternity to figure it out. Please make one more wisdom saving throw, please.
$18.
Burbage, there's something about the blue flame. You almost start to hear Theodric again. It's almost as if he's trying to will you back. Burbage, you can tell for a moment the reality around you shifts again. You're pretty sure if you were to jump inside the blue flames, it would consume you. It would be horrible. You would die. But it would get you out of here. The fire around you begins to close in. What is it you would like to do?
I look around at all of the dead figures coming at me, and I jump into the blue flames.
Excellent. Why don't we go ahead and bring everyone back?
I'm back.
Amazing.
I'm back.
That seemed crazy.
Discord has some good commentary on that shit.
I can't wait to read it later. I'm excited. All right. Vamaris, your hand is outstretched toward the fires. As this sort of fiery arm had grasped Burbage and pulled him immediately into it. It's as if Burbage is immediately consumed by the flames. He is nothing more than smoke and ash at this point. He's gone.
You're going to see Vamaris' eyes widen and just shock. I'm going to look around.
There is already a laughing above you in the treetops. And you look up, and they're not trying to be sneaky anymore. You see two large, red-skinned, demon-like figures.
They're up in the tree?
Their wings are outstretched, and now they're just sort of laughing at you. Why don't we go ahead and roll initiative for all of those who are on the map currently?
Okay.
Stormbringer, go ahead and roll initiative for Stormbringer at the moment.
For using Stormbringer?
Yeah, for you.
Oh, I should have clicked that to advantage. Sorry. So it'll be 11.14.
I will have a 20.
I rolled
Alright.
natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Well...
Although
Okay.
that was with advantage because Stormbringer has advantage on initiative rolls, but I don't know if that should have had advantage.
We'll say no. We'll go with the first one. What was your first one?
Apparently, when you click that, it doesn't show it in the chat. It just rolls 2 dice, and I can't read that
It was a
dice.
7.
Okay, thank
I
you.
can
Okay,
see
yeah,
it
I
on
see
just the edge of which face is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 7.
Okay.
7 plus 2 is 9.
Admittedly, with a little bit of like geometric recreation of, I'm like, okay, it's got an angle.
All right. And Adam, yeah, just hang tight, buddy. All right. Vamaris, what would you like to do?
So, first of all, do I know what these creatures are?
You can give me a nature check real quick, see if you know. If you're not using an entire action for it, it'll be a little harder, but...
Okay, yeah, I'm not going to use an action. What's a 15?
17
no,
is your
20.
roll.
Yeah, 17.
Very nice. With that, you believe these are what are called Cambion. And Cambion are powerful demonic servants of some sort. And you're not exactly sure where you are right now, what or whom they are serving, but they seem to have just, they literally to you just seem to have murdered Burbage.
Yeah. So, without further ado, Vamaris is going to scream, "I'll kill you!" And he's going to summon a storm
Whoa.
above.
All
and
right.
It's going to start swirling around.
I like it. Do you want to try to hit both of them? So, like, aim right in the middle?
Yeah.
All right.
They're on like in a tree
Yes.
on a branch.
Yep, they're both kind of up and on a branch, like 10 feet away from each other, but enough where you can hit both of them if you aim in the middle.
Okay.
Giant
So I can't like knock both of them down.
Giant demonic
Probably
turkey
not.
vultures.
Also, they have giant red wings.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a dex save. One rolled a 16, and one crit failed.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So it's for you, it's a dex save of 15. So one of them will take half of that, and the other will actually get struck by the lightning itself and slammed into the ground right next to you. He's gonna take all.
Ooh.
Plus more for
The fall.
falling. And all right. So one of them got singed, and the other one got driven into the ground by your lightning bolt. And he's now prone on the ground next to you, flapping his wings a little bit, smoke sort of billowing off of him.
Also,
All
just
right.
Not laughing anymore.
And then Vamaris is going to immediately drop to all fours, and he's like growling, and he's mad.
All right.
And he's going to turn into a cave bear.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to put Vamaris back there. And if you wanted to, you could be in these squares or these.
The squares. And remember my AC is +1.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right.
also as a quick note before we complete a transition, my initiative is actually 11.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Because of the dagger.
Haha! All right. Okay. One of them is going to try to get up, which means, Vamaris, you're able to swipe at him.
Okay, I will. I'll try. Do I get the multi-attack, or?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. So go ahead and roll the bite and the claws.
Okay, yeah. So the bite will be a 26.
26 will hit it, yes.
Okay. Okay, there's...
All right.
And then the claws will be 18.
That scrapes across its massive armor, not doing any damage to it.
Okay.
It is now stood up entirely.
And I'm gonna get up on my back legs, and I'm just gonna roar. Steam.
All right.
Oh wait, no, wait. They were already moving.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that was a reaction. You probably wouldn't have gotten your multi-attack. That's cool. I'll keep it, but that was on me. My bad.
Then I bit him.
Yeah, no, you did great. Yeah, you bit him, and you just got more information about the.
And a little bit of free info.
Yeah, a little bit of free info. From their back, they this one on the ground with you takes out a large spear, and the tip of it just immediately bursts into flames, and it's going to go ahead and try to attack you. It hits with a 20.
Ouch.
It's gonna do 10 piercing and 6 fire damage to you. 16 total.
Ooh, I would like some backup.
Y'all got problems, buddy?
The other the other one from up above is going to rain down a scorching ray of fire on you, and it sort of slams straight into you with a 23. That's going to do 12 fire damage to your bear form.
Okay, that hurts.
All right. The bear is kind of groaning in pain. The horses around you don't exactly know what to do. They're immediately backing up.
And that other you sort of buggers off.
Yeah, that other you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Charity, you are confronted with a Stormbringer who is growing whiskers. Though it looks entirely like Stormbringer, it's growing large. Stormbringer's growing whiskers, and her hands are turning into large paws with massive claws, sort of upturned at you. What would you like to do?
Okay. So, we leaned with the, Lucien, I'm going to get you now, or something.
Yeah.
I heard Burbage no, arguably the most common refrain ever uttered by the family.
Right.
And then I assume, because I'm only 60 feet away or something, I can see this whole shit show up here.
Yeah.
And Stormbringer is not here now. I'm assuming that this isn't a second figure. It's this right here.
Yeah.
Morph.
Sorry. Just putting her aside for the moment, yes.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's fine. And Burbage is just gone.
Yeah, you don't see Burbage at the moment. You're not exactly sure what happened.
Stormbringer's gone.
And Vamaris' yell was unlike anything else, really. He's screamed.
Fuck it, we're hitting the angel button.
Yo.
We are hitting the angel button.
Straight up angel button. All right, give me a moment.
I do this in desperate circumstances. This qualifies. Not that big. There we go.
Yeah. We'll put Charity over here as well.
Hi, Stormbringer. Back to us.
For some reason, it doesn't keep. Let me make sure that it's.
Yeah, you have to change it on the character card.
Yeah.
With a new token eventually.
Yeah. So you should be able to control that now. That token.
Whee. Yes.
Okay.
Do I know what this thing is? Especially if I have any sort of celestial insight into.
Yeah, you can give me a religion or a nature check.
Sorry. It's incredibly aggravating to try to read the skills on the NPC. And I just want to do it as a quick check, obviously.
Yeah.
I figure I'm an angel, so I should probably use religion.
Yeah, I'll even give you advantage for being the angel version of Charity. For flipping into that prior.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
It's a 9.
it's a 9 or a 1. We'll go with the 9. Okay. You are not exactly sure what this is, though it feels fiendish to you, and I don't mean that in the colloquial sense. I mean it feels like a fiend type
category fiend.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of hiss at it, and then I'm going to take flight.
All right. It's going to go ahead and get a swipe at you.
It won't.
Oh, it won't.
Flyby. I don't provoke attacks of opportunity when flying.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And okay, there's a mess over there. But there's an unknown mess over here. I'm gonna fly back. Let me see. And fly back to about there, but I'm about like 75 feet up.
Cool. I like it.
That's it for me right now.
All right. Stormbringer cat person. What would you like to do?
I can fly too.
And I'm going to cast fly on myself.
All right.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's so scary. I love it.
It's so good, but it's so scary.
And then, so that was an action, so I'm going to... I can't actually get to him, can I?
You can move your speed, I guess. Yeah. Oh, no, 60 feet.
Yeah,
for
and
the
he's
duration.
75 feet up?
Yeah, so...
I guess he has
you
fast
can-
fly or something?
That isn't a thing anymore. It's just the amount. It just has
I think-
different speeds.
I'm cool. Okay, yeah, so I'll just move as close as I can get to him then. Fly up
Okay.
towards him.
About there-ish.
Yeah, so I'm still 15 feet away in the air.
Cool. All right. And... Vamaris.
All right. The wounds I took are going to immediately regenerate, and I'm going to use a. Ooh. Yeah, 4d8.
Okay.
Heal my bear.
Woo! That's good
25.
heal.
It's a good heal. 25.
Will moving
All right.
here provoke an attack of opportunity?
From this guy. This guy's still up in the tree.
Oh, okay. Then I won't. Actually, I'm gonna call a lightning bolt down on that.
On this one?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you could still hit here and hit both of them again.
Then yeah, no, yeah, I'll do
It's
that.
yeah, it comes straight down from the sky. So
And it gets all
You're
the
right.
way down.
yeah. Oh, it gets all the way
Okay.
down. All right, yeah, I'll make him roll dex saves here. One in the tree rolled a. God damn it!
Nice. I don't even know what it is, but that's all I need to know.
He rolled a crit miss.
Maybe if they were stopped
then-
trying to impersonate turkey vultures, they'd be doing better.
Oh god! And then the other one rolled a 19. So he'll take a little bit of that. How much? Go ahead and roll it again, so we get a damage.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So 17 points of damage.
Plus a fall
Ooh.
of 10. Okay.
If
Yeah.
only he fell into my mouth.
And he's now on the ground, prone. But yeah,
Right next to me.
indeed.
Nice.
That
That's
was
my turn.
your action. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my action. I used my bonus. That's it.
Yeah. He'll go ahead and stand up, so you get a bite at him if you
Cool.
want. Or
Yeah.
Either way.
Why wouldn't I?
I can't think.
Or
of
should it be
reason.
a claws? No, it'll be a bite.
Which does more damage.
You
17?
latch into the side of this thing, but your teeth can't quite penetrate the thick steel armor that he's wearing.
Arrgh.
All right. He's gonna fly back a bit, then take to the air.
Do I get
he's gonna
another
go ahead and-
attack of opportunity?
You don't. No, it was just the one that used
Okay.
your reaction. So
Okay.
yeah, you don't have it anymore for this turn. And then he's going to go ahead and fire that fire ray at you again, hitting with a 22, doing 8 fire damage.
All right.
And as you're sort of reeling from that, the other one's going to take advantage and spear you with a 16, which I believe hits.
Does hit me.
I think you're a 13. For 9 piercing and 2 fire damage. So it's a total of 24 damage total, the whole thing. I think you're at about 15, right?
Mm-hmm. But I'm still a bear.
You are still a bear. Charity.
No, this is fine. This is fine. This is good. We love this. We love this so fucking much. I'm gonna need this fine being.
Which one? I'm sorry. The one, the Cambion that's in the air.
Can be in here.
Or
Yep. The
gotcha.
one.
Sorry, I was
to make, I believe, a wisdom saving throw.
All right. He rolled a 4.
Okay. Echoing in his head in every language that has ever been spoken on any plane of existence is a single word. Betray.
Ooh.
That was the command spell.
All right.
So one word command, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow that command on its next turn.
Okay, sounds good. I like it.
Then I'm going to... I just saw this thing fly most but not all of the way to get to me.
Yeah.
Going to fly. Stop that. About another sort of 75 up and back.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
you're now
fuck it,
90 feet away?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
Actually, no, I just saw you fly. 75 was to get a scope on the battlefield. I'm going to move the 90. Sort of backing up. So I'm 105 from you?
Yes.
Your normal speed is 90 flying?
Yes.
Wow, cool.
I can't remember. I think my walking speed might be 20. I'm designed to fly.
Yeah.
Wings, giant ass wings and plate armor, aerodynamic.
Oh,
Not so easy on like navigating busy street corners.
Indeed.
Very
awesome.
That'll do it for me.
All right. Stormbringer. Or whatever you are.
Stop moving away from me, Lucien. I just want to kill you.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna fly after him.
Did some of Stormbringer's personality affect whatever this is? Stop that.
You're not nice.
Fly after him, taking the dash action, I guess.
Okay.
So I can get to him, at least. I can't attack.
Yeah. Sounds good. Right here, or? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You see the angel kind of has a ha look on its face. That's great. It's great.
All right. Very cool. Vamaris.
All right, just like last turn, my wounds are going to regenerate, but this time it'll only be 2d8. So, heal me for 9.
Who love that law of averages?
Wow. An 8 and a 1. All right.
When they say min-maxing, that's not what they mean.
It's not my fault.
I know, buddy.
And I'm gonna multi-attack the guy in front of him.
All right.
My bite's going to miss, and my claws will hit.
Very badly. Do you do have?
Oh, do I have an inspiration? Do I need to use inspiration on this?
You don't have to. No, it's up to you. But that is.
Oh no! I will because I just realized what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Not just innate. It's a crit miss.
It's a lot harder to see that on the NPC rolls. I've noticed.
It is.
Oh, that is because, especially, I think it's whispered to me.
It is.
Oh, that's true. That even affects the color background and everything. Then Jesus, that's impossible.
Okay, so here's the reroll for bite. 16. I still think that meant.
Okay. The 24 definitely hits, so the claws hit.
Okay.
But you don't do whatever horrible thing. What's gonna happen?
So 9 slashing.
All right. Yeah. This thing kind of spins its spear around and is looking really incredibly confident. And you bite at it as it dodges out of the way, but as it does, your claws are too quick, and you catch it under its arm and sort of scratch it up its right arm side.
Good.
All right. This one, oddly and inexplicably, turns and shoots a giant ray of flame at the Rakshasa up here. And...
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then it'll kind of fly toward the Rakshasa a little bit. And you're not exactly sure, Stormbringer, what that was all about. The other one is going to try to spear you again.
Rude.
Sorry, a 26 hits you for 5 piercing and 5 fire. 10 total. And Charity.
Oh, sorry.
You're starting to really worry about. You don't see Burbage. You don't see Stormbringer. This seems like the 3-on-2 fight at the moment.
Starting?
No, I mean, you figured that out, I guess, already. Maybe for narrative's sake. Also,
I'm just gonna say, are you saying that to Galway or are you saying that to Charity? Both of whom I think figured it out.
Yeah, you are increasingly more concerned as time passes. Let's say that.
Cool. That's fun. So I'm going to grab or take my longsword in both hands and swing at the Rakshasa.
Okay.
21 to hit.
I believe that does, yes.
Okay. If that does.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that does hit.
I'm like, I just need a definitive answer. I don't want to find out it didn't hit and roll great damage. So that'll be 27 damage.
You actually don't cut into this thing with your sword. However, the sort of white, silvery fire that is the radiant damage does seem to actually impact and hurt this thing.
So 23 damage?
Yep.
23 radiant damage.
Also, are you literally using the spell Fly?
Yes.
I believe that has a
Yes.
concentration component.
Does. How does that work? Do I just roll my con thing?
Yeah, con saving throw.
Yeah.
Against an 11. If it only took 23 damage.
Yes. Whoa.
Oh. I got a really good bonus! That was a terrible roll. Does my Rakshasa have
no.
inspiration?
It does not. No.
Okay.
How far are you?
165 feet in the air. 16d6.
Jesus, I wasn't. No, I expected to be able to make the con saves.
Can
Oh,
I
totally.
Can I roll
Yeah.
this one?
I mean, yeah, go ahead. 16d6, please.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh dear.
53 damage.
All right. You sort of bring your sword down on this thing, and it catches. Basically, you actually can't. You can't actually get your sword to pierce this thing, which is terrifying to you. But you use that momentum and put all of your radiant energy straight into that downward movement, which shoots the Rakshasa straight down, slamming into the ground, causing a small crater and dust to fly everywhere. And as the dust begins to clear with a slight breeze, you see the Rakshasa down there, 100% unhurt. Standing there now at the bottom of this.
Wait, so
Wiping
did he
off
not take that damage?
a bit of the dust. He did not take any damage.
Okay, well, I'll put it back on.
And that's a bit unnerving.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure which way you were going to play that one.
No, it was great. He definitely.
No. There've been a couple. There've been a couple of rulings on how that's read.
I guess I read falling damage as bludgeoning.
But it's not immune from bludgeoning damage. It's immune from bludgeoning damage from attacks. And specifically, it's been mentioned in other contexts that resistances to those do not apply to fall.
This is a philosophical question, I guess, because what is the difference between
The ground
being
didn't
immune
attack it.
from a hammer and then hurting yourself if you trip 10 feet?
I know, and like I said, it is a question. There isn't really an official ruling. I think that the tweets from the staff have generally been towards no, it does not apply to that. Nor do the resistances, weirdly, except in a couple of cases that specify fall damage.
Let's call it resistance to the fall damage. We'll split the difference then.
That makes sense.
So half?
So
What's
we'll
half
go ahead and
53?
we'll cut
21?
21.
No, 26. Sorry. I did half of 43.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wait, that sounds really wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll split the difference on that. Because
Yeah.
I guess I could see it both ways.
And I can see it both ways too, because it's it still just fell 100-some feet, and it has physical being. It's not an air elemental.
So you don't see it unhurt entirely. You see it getting up off of that, wiping the dust off its shoulders, relatively unhurt.
You're gonna see Charity sort of sigh, and fly this way. Actually no, this way, and down to about 45 feet.
Okay.
And I am also Battlefield Inspirationing myself.
Nice.
And that'll do it.
Stormbringer. And remember too, Stormbringer, if you wanted to, you can direct these Cambi, and they are under your control a little more if you'd like. Or just let them beat up on Vamaris. Whatever you feel is fun.
Don't do it.
When druids are transformed, are they humanoid still, or are they the whatever creature type they turned?
Their mental stats are considered whatever they were,
But
but any.
But for the
physical stats
purposes
would
of
be-
targeting with spells.
I think I'm a bear.
You can't target them if you're targeting a physical type, I guess, if that makes sense. Like if you have a spell that targets humanoid He's
Yeah.
not currently humanoid.
Okay, and Charity is still just floating around in the air like a rude person, right?
Yeah, 45 feet up.
Cool. Cool, Charity.
Fuck you! Fuck you generally, Demon Kitty! Also, not that it necessarily plays in for you in any way, but that Cambion that served you did just attack you. Perhaps it needs some discipline.
It did. Indeed, true.
I'm going to shout at Charity as I'm walking towards Vamaris.
If you don't come down and fight me, I'm going to kill your friend.
And
Really feel like Stormbringer has affected it in some way.
A little fight.
except like this is a dick move. Stormbringer wouldn't do this.
No, it's perfect. And literally, I was typing this to you in the secret chat. Like, you could just go kill Vamaris. Eventually, Charity will show up.
And at that, I'm going to cast Suggestion on Vamaris.
Oh, shit.
Which it just says it targets creatures, so it should work on him.
Yeah.
He needs to make a DC 18 Wisdom save.
Okay. And that's with Vamaris' stat. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, with an 18.
So that means he made it or didn't make it? If it's
Is it the
exactly
same?
stat.
Made it.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Well, that's a huge bummer.
I know, right?
Yeah, so I guess that's my turn.
Alright.
But I'm taunting Charity, Lucien, and I'm getting closer to the bear.
What did I shake off? Like, did I feel it, or...
Did he hear a word inside his head? Or a phrase?
He just heard the start of a word that sounded maybe like rest.
Okay.
Oh. Vamaris, your turn.
Alright, first things first. Bear is healing. For 11.
Alright.
And then he's going to... not attack, but call a lightning bolt down
Ooh.
from the storm still raging above.
Yes.
And that'll be 20 damage.
On whom? Who are you?
The one right next to me,
Okay. So you
because
kind
we're
of
still
aim
under
it
storm.
back here, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah. In a way that does not light myself on fire.
Yes, always good.
Bear made mistake.
Oh, this hurts.
Bear regretting life decisions.
Alright. He rolled a 15. That just saves, I think.
Lucky.
So 7. It still scorched him a bit. And he's looking pretty pissed.
I'll roar at him and defer my turn.
Alright. He's gonna go ahead and he flips the spear around, and it seems like he was almost even taking it easy on you. As his movements seem to get a little quicker, he folds his wings back into him a little bit, and he spins around, making a spear attack on you. With a 23, it hits.
Yes, it does.
For 8 piercing and 4 fire damage. And then the 19 hits for 12 piercing and 3 fire damage, as somehow he's able to get off 2 of these terrifying attacks at you. So that's a total of 27. And I believe that pops you back into Vamaris.
Did I take any damage over lap? Because I wasn't paying attention to my bear HP.
Yeah,
Take
2
2?
damage over.
Okay.
All right. The other one flies much closer to you, still about 30 feet in the air, and he's going to go ahead and swing. Oh, man. He's going to go ahead and fire his fire rays at you, both of them, as he too is making multiple attacks now. A 20 and a 22 both hit.
Yeah.
I assume. Right. So 8 fire and 9 fire damage, so a total of 17.
Okay.
All right, Charity.
And okay, no, really, 15. It just was like not like moving when I clicked my arrows for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of need to count this, so I want to. So I'm gonna close in and boppity boopy. Celestial Longsword. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
13 radiant damage.
All right.
Not even going to read the
Again,
other one.
you can't quite cut into this thing, even though it's not really seemingly wearing any armor. It's Stormbringer's clothing. You can't quite pierce its hide. But the 13 damage does seem to hit normally.
Okay. And I'll swing again. It's going to be a 15, adding a d4 for my Battlefield Inspiration. 17 to hit.
That does hit as well.
17 radiant.
Ooh. All right.
And then 20. I'm not floating particularly up. I'm probably like 5 feet up. Oh, sorry. Before, when I was where I was.
Yeah.
Battlefield Inspiration on Vamaris and I.
Okay, cool.
I already put it in there. But I'm going to sort of drift back, and then holding the sword in one hand, I'm going to gesture at the demon cat. Like, come.
Okay. So you're only like 5 feet off the ground?
Yeah. Probably 10 feet, because that still gives me control of something standing. Like, I still have opportunity attacks on something that was standing next to me.
Right, totally. And you're pretty sure this thing could attack you at that height.
Oh, yeah, actually, wait, let me move. And that, I think, is my last square back.
Okay.
Okay.
And 10 feet off the ground.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool. Stormbringer. Stormbringer, you do think you could get there and attack that angel thing?
Okay. Sweet.
Is it enough to pull you from Vamaris?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charity, you see something in its eyes. It really does want you.
I'm going to kill you and use your bones as jewelry, Lucien.
Jeez.
You see the angel kind of like shrug and almost like have this, what are you talking about, hand motion, which is extremely disquieting from like a 9-foot tall paragon of celestial justice. Like,
Your hand motions can't save you now.
Oh, for God's sake! I rolled a 9 with my claw attack.
I'm afraid
I
a
assume
9
that doesn't
quite-
hit.
no.
Yeah.
Also, is that a fumble?
No, it was a 2.
Okay.
For
Like-
some reason, this is whispering to the GM my
NPC
rolls. I don't know why.
NPC things
Oh,
generally do.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Alas, that did not.
So I do have multi-attack,
I would say do it again.
and I rolled a 22. Does that hit?
Yes.
So take 13 points of slashing damage.
Right. I keep this over here.
And
I was
go
like-
ahead.
I was like, where do I keep this? Boop. Okay.
Awesome. All right. Is that it for you, Stormbringer?
Yes.
All right. Vamaris.
All right. I'm going to take out my quarterstaff, or take it from. Well, where was it? Because I was practicing with my scimitars.
You were, and then I mean, it's wherever. It might be in your tent. It might be. It's kind of up to you.
Your scimitars should be on you, I would think.
Yeah, your scimitars are definitely on you.
Can I shillelagh them? Since they're weird.
They are wood.
You can shillelagh. I mean, no. Shillelagh the scimitars.
Yeah.
They are a wood thing that looks like metal. Yeah. So technically, I believe so.
Then I will try that and shillelagh.
All
I
right.
look at my scimitars. What happens?
The white, sort of small thorns, incredibly sharp, appear all over the blade. And it looks like this is going to be nasty if it hits anything.
Keep in mind, you have a
Okay.
plus. You can add a D4 to your attack rolls.
Okay. And I'm going to grin, and I'm going to raise my arm in like an attack, and then a lightning bolt's going to burst behind the dude.
All right.
I may be dead after this, but it'll only be 14 this time.
He rolled a 19. So another 7 off. He's looking pretty hurt, pretty singed. And you just see kind of a fire in his face. The sort of playful nature of this thing is completely gone. And he again makes this spear attack at you. The only weapon in his hands. A 19 and a 20 will hit.
Yeah.
So 6 piercing, 1 fire, and 8 piercing, 6 fire, for a total of 22, I believe.
Whew. Okay.
And the other one comes down with his own spear. With a 21 and an 18 attack. Both of them hit.
Yeah.
That's a total of 8 piercing, 6 fire, 12 piercing, 2 fire. That's 28.
I am
damage.
very unconscious.
All right. Charity, you do see that these things are, as they drop Vamaris, they sort of circle around him. You're pretty sure they're not done with him, even though he is unconscious. That's kind of how you read that situation.
Okay. My turn?
And yeah, and your turn.
I was like, great. I'm upset. I'm unhappy. Am I doing anything though?
Please.
Pardon me. Going to swing my longsword at the aggravating kitty. 17, and I'm going to add a d4. 18 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
22 radiant damage.
Yeah, it tries to dodge out of the way, and you miss very slightly with your blade as it goes just over this. However, the sort of fiery silver flames smack straight into its head and knock it nearly off its balance entirely.
Okay. Swing again. 23 will hit, so I'm not going to add the d4. 24 radiant.
All right. Alina just put in the damage for me there. How would you like to end this person, Charity? Please describe. Tell me a story.
I was gonna say, so I slash sort of across and I got its head, and sort of as it's reeling back, instead of cutting again, I just drop the sword and kick it forward into its chest. And I lean in very close to it as it's sort of twitching and whisper, purely in Infernal, just for once. You shouldn't have touched my family. And then I'm going to grab the handle of the sword and ram it until the guard goes through its face.
Can I have a response with my Batman voice before I die?
Please.
Won this time, Lucien, but I'll be back, and I'll kill you, and I'll eat your flesh and wear your bones, and I'll make sure it hurts a lot, you rude person.
Was the throat clear in character?
Sure.
Probably, it has a sword in it! Excuse me, there's something in my throat. It's my fist! Okay, so just...
This thing immediately catches on a silver fire and begins to sort of emulate, and it says that as you shove a sword in its mouth. It also, at the very, very end, says, it's hard to almost hear because it's muffled with the sword. But it says, I'm not going to do it. But it says something about the deal wasn't worth it or something like that. And that destroys that thing.
No, we're not done.
Please.
We're not done.
Please.
At this, the angel is going to look up and just scream at the heavens, and all the Cambians hear is from all sides of them bells tolling. Okay. And then I am going to fly in.
Yeah.
To there. Okay. And my face is pure wrath. And I'm going to point at Vamaris and cast Healing Word.
All right.
7 HP.
All right. You are at 7, Vamaris.
I'm awake.
And Vamaris, it's your turn. Surrounded by Cambion with flaming spears.
Did they see my eyes open? My eyes open. Did they see it?
Are you wearing your mask?
No.
Also,
I
big
was
ass
hot and
aim.
sweaty. Remember?
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. You might be able to perform.
Maybe my
Yeah.
hair was. Maybe my hair was in my eyes.
Yeah, maybe.
They also
Would
did
you
have a
like to-
big ass angel swoop over at them.
Yeah. Would you like to remain dead?
Yeah, I would keep my eyes closed and play dead,
All right.
and stealthily drink a potion.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand check to see if you can reach in there and drink that while this flaming angel is coming for you.
An 11.
All right. You're pretty sure they saw that?
Like, do you want an
However,
intimidation
you-
check from me to see how distracted they were or something?
I mean, either way, I'm gonna chug it.
Yeah. Yeah, give me an intimidation. Maybe this will give him advantage, let's say.
17.
That's pretty good. Why don't you go ahead and take advantage on that sleight of hand roll,
Oh, okay.
Vamaris.
I'll do it again.
So with an 11 originally, let's see what we add to it.
It's a 13 now
well,
if
I
we
mean,
take
just
just
add
the
the
first
13.
one.
Oh yeah. You could just take
Yeah.
the third.
Nope, no worries. But the 13 is certainly better than sleight of hand. However, you're somewhat sure they saw you.
That's fine.
But you do definitely drink the potion, so you have that benefit.
So that's good.
Good, I guess.
What I roll for it again? Wait.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, I think, yeah.
So 6.
Yeah, 6.
Woo. I will still die.
All right, Charity. You definitely get the attention of this one. The other one is just so gleefully. You see a smile on its face as it raises its spear and drives it into Vamaris. It's gonna have advantage on you, Vamaris, since you are prone. It slashes into your shoulder and into your hand, and your weapon is now on the ground next to you, but that's very little. Okay, so actually the crit hit was the first one. So you're gonna drop to 0 straight up.
Okay.
And then the second one hit with a 26. So that is your first death save automatically.
Oh.
You fail that death save.
Okay.
The other one is turned to you, Charity, and it's going to try to spear you. We rolled a 16. Oh my gosh. And another crit hit. Boisterous. It draws attention from the enemies.
Yep. All the horses are just like, oh shit. That flying fire devil really means its business right now, which we hadn't already gotten.
Does the 16 hit you? That was
No.
his first attack. Okay, that misses. So it slices at you just right next to your cheek, and you sort of hover just a little bit to the left, but that's when it makes its second attack and it stabs right into your gut. For a total of 16 piercing damage, and... Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. 17 piercing damage and 8 fire damage.
25?
Yeah.
But I have the fire damage, so 22.
Cool, okay.
Please hold.
You're good.
Have to do the math now. And I need to make a con saving throw.
Yeah. I'm afraid... Well, do you want to use an inspiration? You do have that from last time.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. That's going to pop you back into Charity then. But it was the second attack, so that's it for him.
I also wasn't particularly off the ground at that point, so...
Yeah. So I'll bring up Charity for you here. Hold
Yeah, let's just put the angel over here.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go far away.
Might be relevant coming up
Yeah.
here.
All right, Charity, your turn. Am I just switching angel again?
How do these Cambion look?
This one is incredibly hurt. This one looks damaged, but not real bad. You are now the only one standing up, by the way. There is two giant Cambion nasty things against little old Charity.
I'm aware.
I'm building. Yeah, I know you're aware. I'm just building the suspense for our listeners.
And ours. Yeah, if I could bring the angel back over.
I love it. All right.
That guy was on this one.
You can. Yeah, you were in that square, so anything that touches that's fine.
Yeah. And it's the fun trick that just never gets old. Healing word. Vamaris, come on back with 9 HP.
All right. Stormbringer. Are you done, Charity? I'm sorry. Was that it? I don't think you wanted to move, but it's up to you.
Do I feel like I could move in such a way that I would like shield Vamaris from getting hit more?
Ooh, not really the way they're positioned, no.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Good,
good question.
Then I think I'm good.
Okay. Stormbringer, I'd like you, as you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
As me. Okay.
Yeah. As you proper. Stormbringer proper.
Stormbringer Prime.
I rolled a 10.
No, you do. No, you're fine.
I have inspiration.
You do.
Do you have to tell me? Can you tell me before I decide to use inspiration if that failed?
No, no. I can't. Yeah.
I think it is.
Is it? I've never actually read the rules for inspiration.
I don't remember. I can't remember where, because like different ones fall different places. Where even is inspiration in the book?
I don't know. I'm just Googling.
Yeah, me too.
Fine. Screw all y'all.
Using inspiration.
Wow, thanks.
It
That's
doesn't
super
say.
freaking unhelpful.
Yeah.
No, it gives you advantage on that roll. And I think advantage has to be applied before I tell you if it's failed or not.
Wait, so have we basically been using our inspiration wrong this whole time? Should we be calling that before we even roll?
No, I don't think so. I think you can see the first roll. Well,
How I
actually,
read it.
maybe it is.
Yeah, if it's
maybe
advantage.
It really is. I mean, I like the way we've been.
I was just
doing
saying,
it.
Okay.
I kind of like the
But
way that we use it, and it makes more sense to
Yeah.
me in certain ways as a reward, like inspiration. But I'm
But
fine.
don't
I
think
just
it would-
yeah, I agree
for
totally on that.
after.
I just could not remember what the rule was on that one.
Okay,
yeah,
so I am going to use my inspiration then.
Okay.
That's not a
13
lot better.
wisdom save. All right. You do feel the magic around you fading a bit, Stormbringer. You sort of press against the sides, trying to maybe free yourself as best you can. And you realize that this is not a strength thing. This is will itself. However, right now it is not weak enough, and it reacts against you. Please take this much psychic damage.
Okay.
5. That's it. All right. Vamaris, you are awake. You are alive. What would you like to do?
I'm staring straight up at the storm that I conjured.
Okay, yeah.
And
Actually, well, it was concentration, so it would have gone away as you. There's clouds left, but there's no storm. I'm afraid.
Okay.
Unless you cast it again.
Okay. Then I am a sad Vamaris staring up at the empty sky.
Oh.
I love it.
Wondering if Burbage is really dead.
Oh no. As you do that, almost in slow motion, each figure around you raises the spear in the air.
Had he actually passed his turn?
No.
Oh, I thought that was it.
I was like, wait, Andy, you're just like skipping the player's turn.
I was waiting. I was like, wait, maybe my hope brought Burbage back, but no, you're just being a dick.
He's trying to he's trying to engage in some emotional storytelling, and Andy's just like, fucking murder time.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, do your thing. You're on the ground, looking up at the sky, and now you can do an action. If you
Bonus action, movement, all these things that comprise a turn.
Indeed. I really thought that was your turn. I was like, fuck, I was going to give you inspiration for it, too.
Oh, no. I'm going to be all sad, and I'm going to be all like, I wonder if Burbage is really dead. And then a healing spirit's going to appear, and it's going to look like Aurora, and it's going to be cast at level 4.
Holy shit.
So I get 3d6 because I'm in it right now. It's like right on me.
Gotcha.
So I will heal myself for 10. Yeah. Which is probably still not enough.
No, I'm afraid actually that you have to move into it or start your turn there.
Can I use my bonus action to move it and move it back onto me? Or
it casts. Okay, since we've already engaged in the meta discussion here,
yeah,
it's a bonus action, so you could technically cast it next to you, disengage with your action, stand up and walk into it.
Certainly,
I will do that.
Okay, cool.
So like
you can even keep it here. I mean, you can put it really wherever you'd like to move into it.
But
you might want to do it away from them, I guess.
I was going to say, but while we're here,
okay, yeah,
I like that. While you're stopping by the healing
free
supermarket, have you seen the not damaged juice bar?
Oh, thank you. You fixed it.
You're good. Yep. So Vamaris, you cast the healing spirit next to you. Dodge out of the way as they look like they're about to slash at you, and very carefully move over to the spirit itself, gaining 10 hit points.
Okay.
Your mom gave you a hug.
Oh,
Yay. How?
That's so beautiful and sad, and I love it.
And I only have one scimitar right now. The scimitar on the ground, the shillelagh, is gone.
Being cheated, a kill. One of them is going to, the one next to Charity is going to fire its fire flame twice at you. Does a 17 hit? Does a 17 hit you?
Parrot or me?
Vamaris. I'm
Sorry, I was like, I don't know who you were cutting in and out there.
My bad.
Say it one more time.
17 hit you.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so that's 18 fire damage.
I'm
from
still up.
This gentleman right here. And the other one rushes you with his spear.
Leave me alone.
The first one's a 25.
I'm dead.
Doing 7 piercing and 4 fire.
Yep, I'm unconscious again. The ghost fades.
And the second one, he's just gonna slam into you for. He's immediately just trying to kill you. He's trying to make sure that you die right now. They seem a little less concerned with Charity as they're trying to kill you right now. So it's going to continue to just try to maul you with its spear. And as you're unconscious on the ground, you see it raising its spear again to just try to finish you.
I don't. I'm unconscious.
And the light is just fading from your eyes as you are very slowly going unconscious. However, for a moment you see a bright blue light, and standing over you, now being struck by the spear itself, is Burbage Kemp.
Woo! Yay! Kinda.
I was gonna say,
Burbage,
oh, sorry.
Burbage is leaning over you now, taking the spear. So Burbage, go ahead and welcome. Go ahead and
Now get spear.
Go ahead and take a total of 8 damage. And a little bit of blood from Burbage. Kind of, he coughs it just a little bit as it drips onto you, Vamaris. And that's the last thing you see before you now are unconscious. Burbage Kemp is here now. Charity, you see him wreathed in blue flame. And there's immediately something about it. You feel it's almost like a scent. It's almost as if something about him you sense is memorable to you. Something that reminds you of how every once in a while you might visit or spend time in Bahamut's realm. The blue light and the fire fades from you, Burbage, completely. And why don't you go ahead and roll initiative, see where you come into play here.
Probably higher than me. Yeah, there it is.
Damn, with a 20. We'll definitely have you jump in right now. We'll say that you held your turn for this last turn. What is it you would like to immediately do, Burbage? As you've now stood over blocking the spear that was going to severely, if not kill, Vamaris.
Where did I come from? What happened? What was my experience? Probably at the moment that I appeared, everyone probably would have heard something along the lines of ah!
You look up and there's an angel smiling gently at you.
Oh, hey Charity, what's up?
The angel's going to point at the Cambions.
What did I miss? Oh shit!
Angel is nodding.
And
These things are just hissing at you both now.
Blood is bubbling up from my mouth. I'm dying.
What did I do? I had saved Vamaris somehow. I grabbed a spear or something.
You got in the way of the spear. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. That's even cooler than I.
I'm kind of still twitching.
I'm not gonna let you down, son. I got you.
I will. Burbage's eyes widen, and he turns, and he sees the. What is this? A Cambrian?
Cambion.
It's a Camry.
It's a Toyota Camry.
Camaro? Standing over Vamaris.
Sort of an economy sedan. It's good for young couples just starting out.
I will attack. Wait, hold on. I have a. Can as an action. Is it fast hands? I'm going to I'm gonna take my healing potion and pour it and force feed it to Vamaris.
Okay, that's a cunning action.
And it's with my fast hands. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Yeah, that'll bonus action that.
do that. I don't know if he wants.
Someone
to
go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2.
I can if no one else wants to do it.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
It's like I don't.
Right. You got 6 hit points, Vamaris.
Yeah.
Your eyes sort of pop open a little bit, and you do see Burbage standing above you, smiling a bit.
I wink at Vamaris, and then I pull out my short sword and I attack the Cambion with it.
All right.
And since Vamaris is next to him, I get
Now that he's conscious, yep.
Sneak attack, right?
Yep.
Well done.
Well played.
That is not going to hit.
Yeah, that was a 10 with a short sword. It doesn't hit. So wait, so does that mean I don't roll sneak attack?
Right.
I do roll sneak. Yeah.
Don't roll sneak attack.
All right,
that was
so
your
I tried
action.
to
And your
stab him and
cunning
what,
action.
I missed him.
You did miss him, yeah, entirely.
That's stupid.
Would have been slightly more dramatic if you had hit him, but whatever.
Who
That
has
was,
inspiration for me?
Dude, I'm fucking hoarding that in case,
Yeah.
the roller coaster goes back downhill.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I get some movement at least, right?
You do, yes.
I want to move up here and try to like provoke this guy to attack me and turn
All
away
right.
from Vamaris. So I'm gonna try to move here.
All right. He is absolutely going to turn his attention to you now. In fact, both of them seem to want to turn their attention to you.
Oh, I that wasn't part of the deal.
Does a 24 hit you as you go by him?
Probably yes.
So
Maybe.
that's going to be 8 piercing and 6 fire damage. A total of 14. And they look at each other now, and they're actually a little scared, and they say, "He's back. How? How is that possible?" And Charity, you definitely feel that their attention has left Vamaris, left you, and is now focused on Burbage. And this feels weird. Because they are not fighting like they should be. They should be focus firing the angel right now. And they're not.
Yeah, it seems a little weird that they're just sort of like, eh.
Alright, but it is Charity's turn.
I'm gonna fly over here, so
Okay.
no opportunity. And
Gotcha.
I'm gonna swing at this weakened one
Alright.
with this 16, and I'm gonna
That-
add 1 to it, so a 17.
17 misses, I'm afraid.
Okay. Swing again. I'm just not gonna hit that. Because, no, I'm
11.
not even gonna roll the
So
d4
just-
because I can't make it go
Oh,
over,
yeah.
so yeah. So,
You're good.
yeah, 17 and 11. I'm going to Battlefield Inspiration myself, Vamaris, and Burbage. So
Okay.
they can all add a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws until the end of my next turn.
Beautiful.
And I saw Vamaris get a potion.
Yes,
And they're like looking away now.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Stormbringer. Again, the sort of light around you, you can feel fading. It is getting darker where you are, but you even feel a bit stronger now. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
I rolled an 8. I'm screwed.
Please go ahead and take this much psychic damage, as the magic is continuing to fade, but you are not quite able to break free of it yet. Burbage Kemp, your turn.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I will move a bit further, just like 5 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack the other Cambion
Yeah.
with my if I drop my short sword, can I dual wield my crossbows?
Yes, absolutely.
I will do that.
All right.
I'll try to attack him.
Give me a couple of those rolls. Give me some of them good rolls.
Yeah.
So that's
Oof,
a
both of those hit, a
26
26.
and a 20.
And a 20.
Is
He
the
definitely is gonna
angel...
get sneak attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah, boy. All right, and I'm using my magic bolts too, my walloping
All
bolts.
right. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
So damage for these.
Okay.
A 9 and a 6 damage. I'll do my sneak,
Right.
sneak attack of 16, and then I'm gonna roll a 2d20s.
Yes.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Goes wallop.
A 20 and an 18.
Wait, I think both of them do, right? Or is it just 19s and 20s?
19s and 20s, I think. Yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
10%.
okay, so the 20 does. The 20.
You shoot him once as he's still trying to kind of dodge out of the way of Charity just a bit, and that seems to really stick in him. And as he reels up, grabbing at the arrow, the other one hits him in the shoulder, also doing damage. But like you just see kind of a little bit of a pop, and it just like slams him backwards into the ground. So he is now prone, and a little bit further back, right next to a giant angel. Do you want to move any more, Burbage?
I don't want to move, but I do want to answer their question that I overheard, which is like, what did they say? Like, he's back. How did he come back?
He's back. How'd he come back?
On Burbage Camp, motherfuckers.
The angel is smiling and nodding.
I look like it hurts to laugh.
Vamaris, lying on the ground again, looking at the sky through the treetops.
This feels familiar.
It's a nice evening.
I'm going to basically repeat my last turn. I'm going to use my action to disengage after using a bonus action to cast a level 3 healing spirit
Gotcha.
somewhere over here.
All right.
And I'm going to retreat over there. Yeah, that's good enough. Whatever. No, stop. I want to be in it. Stop. Mom. Mom, this hurts. Please.
Okay.
Oh god.
That sight gag brought to you by podcasts
By roll 20.
by Roll20.
And the miracle of video.
6. I'll heal myself for 6 and cry.
Okay.
Stop min-maxing.
Oh my gosh.
This wasn't even min-maxing. That was like min-mosting.
Yeah.
And I think that's all
right,
I can do.
Vamaris. Yeah. Charity, one of them is going to stand up next to you.
Mm.
Feel free to use a reaction
That's fun.
if you'd like to. That hits.
21.
21 hits.
34 damage total. 12 slashing, 22
That's-
radiant.
You slash into it, and your blade barely slows down. You slash all the way through it as it just immediately erupts into ash and flame.
I feel like in response to that, also one of my massive wings reaches out and just like starts stroking the face of the other one.
Oh god. Okay. Give me an intimidation roll with that.
15.
15 is pretty bad for what just happened to his friend. He's now terrified. He's looking between you and Burbage, not really knowing who to look at. I'm going to actually make a wisdom roll here to see if he can compose himself enough. So one moment. He's not the wisest of people. 14. I don't think he... I don't think he's able to compose himself enough, and he's just going to quickly try to stab at you, Charity. That is an 8 and a 15.
Neither hit.
He's too shook. He's tilted. He can't do anything. Charity, your turn.
Cool. I think we all know how this goes.
I'm pretty sure.
Celestial Longsword. 18, I'm going to add a d4. 19.
That hits. Just barely.
For 29.
That also defeats him. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of combat.
So, one thing I'm going to do is I'm looking around, and I failed because I needed to be focused on combat. But, okay, so like this map with where I am, I'm within 120 feet of everything, I think. I have true sight. So, do I see any like dimensional pockets, or I can't remember exactly what true sight does. Forgive me.
Right. Yeah, you don't see anything invisible. You don't see any sort of dimensional pockets or anything that is hidden or changed by illusion. You do see the body of the Rakshasa is still kind of over here. The Cambion themselves have burnt into ash and flame, and there's nothing left of them.
I'm gonna swoop over towards actually no, I'm going to, since we're sort of out of combat order, I'm going to swoop down, pat Burbage on the head and smile, swoop over here, pat Vamaris on the head and smile, and then go over to the I can't talk, and then go over to the Rakshasa body and check it, I guess.
As you're approaching the Rakshasa,
Oh, good.
You see kind of almost like it looks like a lump in its chest sort of raise up, and the Rakshasa then itself crumbles entirely into ash. And what's all that's left is Stormbringer's clothing. And then from the clothing itself, there's a small lump that you see, and it starts to grow. And then it starts to form into a humanoid form. And a sphere, a very large, bubbly sphere, something very akin to what you saw at the burned down city when you first got onto land from the boat. When something was trapped inside it, this giant, almost glass sphere is now encapsulating in a very large and angry-looking Goliath woman. The sphere itself kind of cracks and breaks all around Stormbringer. And Stormbringer, with the last bit of energy you have, you smash through it, and all the bits of shards of glass kind of crumble to the ground around you. You're standing there naked in front of a giant angel in an evening in a grove of trees.
Freedom!
You're
Did I miss the whole fight?
you're going to see this angel, which is, I think, the only time a party member. Well, no, Vamaris turns into giant snakes sometimes. But humanoid formed party member larger than you is going to throw its arms around you and wrap it in its wings, and on your shoulder you can feel tears hitting.
Oh, I'm happy to see you too, Charity. But I want to kill that thingy that put me in here. Is it dead already?
I'm gonna sort of do one last look around. I don't see anything inside 100.
Perception check, yeah. There's nothing that procs your true sight with it, but
22.
Normal perception of a 22. No, you don't see anything else moving at all. The fight must have scared away all animals. You don't see anything moving at all. Yeah.
So now Charity is the one hugging you. No, I kind of killed him because he'd taken you.
Oh, hey, good job, little man. I'll clap you really hard on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Killed it.
While this is
Oh.
going on, I am healing up.
Sounds good. Yeah, you'll get to your max healing, whatever that is.
What all did I miss, though? I was trapped in a bubble.
That sounds unpleasant. Well, what's the last thing that you saw or that happened to you?
The old woman stole my clothes and my axe and then stuck me in a bubble. And then I got real small.
Okay, so we need to catch you up on a fair amount. One, the old
I
woman.
mean, I could hear
Oh.
some. I could hear me talking, but it wasn't me, but you all thought it was me. And I said some things that I should not have said. That was not okay.
Okay, so I was gonna say you did suddenly start sharing a lot more. Wow, the demon is more open than you are.
Hey, I don't think that's a compliment.
No, it's more just an observation. Yeah, so it also summoned some devils of some kind to fight for it, and Burbage got sucked into it. Oh, I need to ask a question about that. Also, just real quickly, do you
Burbage got
have
sucked?
I like to think Burbage actually laughed. He heard Stormbringer overhear that.
He didn't.
Yeah.
To be fair, Stormbringer usually isn't quiet. I'm gonna say, okay, there's a lot of things that we kind of need to address. Do you have a wound on your shoulder?
Yeah, it's itchy.
Okay.
What?
The woman in the jail cell that gave that to you was some kind of vampiric creature.
Oh.
I went through an entire sad moment of this with not you.
But I'm gonna be okay, right?
Charity is now just sobbing.
You can just suck the infection out.
Oh my god, you did affect it!
Yeah, it knew everything. It knew her mind.
It's not an infection. It's vampirism. I can't cure it. I can help you try to fight it.
Okay. I'm a really good fighter, and I bet with your help I can beat it. I kill a lot of things.
You do. You see Charity suddenly pause and remember the entire discussion over undead versus alive versus death isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Open his mouth, be like, later. Yes, but you're all right. I gather up your things. I have a question that I need to go ask Burbage very urgently.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're back, though.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. I'm sorry I missed the fight.
I'm sorry too.
As that conversation is going on, Burbage and Vamaris, what are you two doing? You
So
have
I
a
heal
moment.
up, and then I probably dispel my spirit. Well, Burbage, do you need healing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You could both have taken turns stepping into it.
Yeah.
You'll-
I'll walk over here, and the spirit will come with me, and we'll heal up by a campfire, and then I'll dispel it.
Yeah, that works because really the first thing Burbage did when the fight ended was sit by the fire and start kind of poking at it. So
It's
now we're
weird,
healed?
Burbage. Yes, you're healed all the way up. But it's weird. It feels like you've been gone for a week. It feels like it's been a while since you've been around this campfire again.
Does that mean that I, like, experienced a week where I was?
Maybe it's really
has that
hard
kind of
to.
blurry feeling about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really blurry. The sense of time is completely off. Time fuckery.
Yeah, great. I'm just poking at the fire.
And then I just kind of sit next to you and join you.
Then at that, Charity and Stormbringer's conversation ends, and Charity rushes over to you, Burbage.
First, I'm gonna stop and hug Vamaris. I'm glad you're okay.
I'm glad Burbage is okay.
Me too. I'm gonna
Hugs for everyone!
As I go to hug
I'll
Burbage,
hug
I'm just
everyone.
like as I went to hug Burbage, I'm just picturing getting wrapped up in Stormbringer's arms. Okay. I can't breathe real well.
Vamaris is trying to like mend his clothing while hugs are going around. And then he starts to mend your clothing while hugs are still going around.
I think that just a protracted hug is occurring. I think it's a singular from Stormbringer that's getting all of us.
Yeah.
AoE hugs.
AoE hugs.
And this is when you say, Burbage, what happened to you?
What do you mean?
You disappeared into the fire.
I watched you die.
Yeah. Well, you know. Rumors of my death, etc., etc. Yeah. I got pulled into
I don't
the fire.
understand. Where are you going with this? Are you okay? Is your head hurt?
I don't know.
Where were you?
I was home. I was home.
Alright, I'm inciting this. Is Burbage okay?
Roll it, yeah. 24. No. Short answer, no. Long answer, yes, with a but.
Vamaris looks very worried.
Home.
Was there anyone else there?
Burbage's eyes will like very quickly and briefly kind of make eye contact with Charity and then return to the fire. At first, yeah, it was me and Theodric for I don't know how long. Was it 5 minutes, 5 days? Not really sure. But I could tell that there wasn't... I don't know. Something was wrong. Something was off. Reality seemed to shudder, as if it had gotten cold. And I remember then I was by a blue flame. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, there was this demon guy. Oh, yeah, it was so crazy. Oh, man. Bad memories. Let's put some wood in this fire, huh? It's kind of cold here, isn't it?
I drew craft it.
Oh, did that help?
To a larger fire?
Yeah, if it looked like it was dying.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you snuff it out? Yeah, either way.
I was gonna say I'll also thaumaturgy it.
All right, there's a very large fire in front of you, Burbage.
It's also silver.
And silver.
Because I can. Burbage, you were in a different plane of existence. Everything you're saying sounds like when I would be summoned by Behelit.
Behelit. Aha. You know what? Now that you mention her again, a lot of things are falling into place. Life, you know? different plane of existence, and I wasn't even drinking. I'm staring into the fire.
I wanna check to see if there seem to be any magical effects on him.
Okay.
Arcana roll, I assume.
Sure.
Oh, also, sorry. Because
Guidance.
yeah. This is a cantrip called Guidance. It allows you to add a d4 to any ability check of your choice before the concentration ends up to 1 minute, and you can touch any willing creature. If you have access to this cantrip, get it. Use it. Profit. So Arcana check. And then I'm going to add a d4. So that will be a total of 15.
With 15, you're pretty sure there is no lasting magical effect here.
And everything he's describing with the fire, etc. Does any of that sound similar? Though he mentioned a demon.
Yeah, every once in a while you had understood a lot of people that would visit Behelit's realm, that they could exit it through the blue flame. And the blue flame would be hidden from people that she didn't want to exit. You, almost oddly, had never experienced anything in that realm. Everything seemed almost pale white to you, Charity. Whenever you would go, you really never saw a blue flame. You never saw hardly any definition of anything.
And I couldn't even see the voice of Behelit.
But,
like it was just a figure.
Right. That was a bit unusual for you. You know that most people who would visit Behelit had memories of some sort manifest around them. But with someone without any memories, you came to her quite pure. This seems like a very normal interaction with Behelit.
And it thus feels to me like basically like dead on. He was probably in Behelit's realm, not some other interdimensional realm or something.
You would guess.
Yeah, like can you remember what they said to you?
What? Who said to me?
Anyone who was there. Because anyone you saw there was almost certainly either Behelit or in Behelit's control.
Anyone who I saw there. Anyone who Hey, did you guys see me kill that Cambion?
I
That was
didn't.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Sorry, Stormbringer. I killed a Cambion. Shot it.
That's badass.
With my crossbows. Hit him with
Wow.
both arrows, both bolts. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I bet.
And now that Cambion is dead.
That's
and
good,
gone.
right?
It's good.
You seem a little sad, though.
Not sad, just sort of, I stare into the fire.
Also, just as a note, just so you know, so you understand, you didn't actually have a finishing blow on anyone.
Oh, I didn't kill the Cambion,
Yeah,
did
just
I?
I thought that this
not
might
good,
actually be kind of important to say. Sorry, this wasn't like one-upping anything. I'm just like, you did not actually kill anyone, since you seem to be in a weird mental space about killing demons.
Yeah, go ahead and have Charity tell Burbage that.
It survived the arrows. I cut it in half.
Yeah, alright, it's a technicality, Charity, I get it, but I contributed. I was a big part of the battle, and I was a very successful fighter, alright?
Yeah, you were very helpful.
I
It was
helped kill him.
what?
I helped kill him. He was going to die. Maybe if I hadn't hurt him as much as I did, he probably would have killed you guys, and then I would have had to kill him anyway. So, what I'm saying is, I probably kind of killed him.
Makes sense.
Thank you,
Vamaris.
Stormbringer.
I
Did
mean,
Vamaris nod?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Sure, but at that point, couldn't we also say that its decision to serve some other evil devil, causing it to be here and attacking us, killed it? Therefore, this was a form of very extroverted suicide?
It's an interesting question. Burbage is stroking his chin and looking up into the distance.
Also, what, if anything, was said to you by the people in Bahamut's realm?
Did they mention Corin?
Alright.
Or the fact that I'd been commanded to kill you?
What about Stormbringer?
Too many
I wasn't there.
But
I
did they
didn't-
mention her?
I didn't see Stormbringer there. They didn't mention Stormbringer. They didn't mention Corin. Let me
I look
see.
relieved.
Just give me a second. All the memories are sort of blurry, and a big chunk of the memories just happens to be, me seeing pale, shadowy, awful, demonic figures of every person I've ever killed, which is kind of overwhelming.
So should I have stuck up more for you didn't kill the Cambion?
I don't even know anymore. All right, let's see here. I was with Theodric for who knows how long. Everything was happy and perfect, but I fucked it up. I fucked up my only chance at a happy eternal existence because I put my nose where it didn't belong. And then I was by the blue fire, and then there was a voice approaching me, and it was kind of an intimidating, scary, demonic, extra-dimensional voice. And then it showed up, and it was a demon, and the demon knew my name, and it said that I'd been had been sent there. That she had sent me there. What was it? And he said something about that I had to be there because otherwise, quote, you're going to stop him. You're going to change his mind. End quote. Huh. And there were references to a she, which at the time wasn't really sure who that was. But Charity, I bet he was referring to Behelit. I had managed to forget that this extra-planar being wanted me dead. But,
Yep. Sure does.
How did you?
I don't know. I'm good at compartmentalizing.
At what point down there did you dye your hair white? Because it's kind of like cool looking, you know?
Is my hair still is my hair white, Andy?
You can't tell. You can't see your hair. Charity and Vamaris, you notice a large chunk of the back of his head. There's kind of a about 2 or 3 inches there that is just pure like white. Now that
But the rest of
Stormbringer
it's
mentioned it.
regular brown.
Yeah, everything else seems normal.
I don't remember getting my hair dyed in the extra-dimensional demonic realm.
Oh,
If I
well, I
did-
like it.
I wish they dyed my eyebrows.
I was gonna say, how are his eyebrows?
Actually, his eyebrows are normal colored again.
Did they dye my
I'm gonna say to, well, good news on that front.
Is there a mirror around?
You can
Or
touch them.
something I could. Well, yeah, but wait, but the eyebrows. I had the eyebrows, but they were growing.
Yeah, they were
red.
ginger. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm like, they're
take you guys' word.
they're back to normal.
All right, yeah, that's great. That feels good. That's fantastic.
So yeah, she probably refers to Behelit,
Yeah.
and I'm increasingly concerned that I might know who he is.
Oh, you think so? You might. I don't know, because the last thing he said as I was, jumping into the blue flame was, and I quote,
I would like to think Burbage is actually rustling here.
tell my son hello for me, end quote. What do you think that means?
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow.
If you want to know, like, can I wager a guess? My guess would have been that he's your father, based on that. But I'm
Who are you
I'm
talking
open
to?
to.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Charity,
Okay.
but I / Burbage might be completely off. I don't know.
I mean, there's lots of he's here. There's whole 2 of them, plus you, 3. But I don't think he meant you.
Were those? Was the you're going to help him? You're going to, or stop him? You're going to change his mind. They were saying that was why you couldn't go back, or they didn't want you to go back. Correct?
Correct.
I think that him is Vamaris.
Wait, what?
Behel,
That's the case. I completely misunderstood everything.
Yeah, I even asked if Corin was mentioned.
but it may have been my father. I don't really know. I wouldn't have any way to tell. But if those 2 statements were separated, Behelit commanded me to help Vamaris achieve his purpose.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
going to stop him. That's why they were holding you. You're going to change his mind. And now we've learned, if not what Vamaris' purpose is, that Vamaris' purpose is probably centuries in the making. And from the notes that we had from that idiot assassin who wrote that stupid line about himself being the deadliest creature in existence,
I forgot.
I like to think that Vamaris said that. that
Yeah, I would have laughed at that.
that there was something about the prophecy, and if it went through, they'd lose all of what they'd gained with the fates of Rin. Something with regard to what Vamaris is trying to accomplish, or what his destiny is, or his purpose, is something that concerns a fair chunk of the godlike beings that seem to pay attention to our world.
Yeah. But what? How would I change Vamaris' mind about his destiny? This doesn't make any sense. I mean, the demon did say something about, that I was growing closer to him, that he's connected to me, that he'll listen to me. Which one of you is closer to me? I don't know. Which one would listen to me?
Do we still have matching outfits?
That question alone. Yes, you do. Your armor is matching, yeah.
Charity's going to side-eye over at Vamaris, then look at you.
I'm just...
I consider you my
look
family,
tired.
but I think in our hearts of hearts, we all know who you're closer to.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
I'm
if the
Did Burbage
purple,
just say, oh shit?
No, that was
if the purple and
Oh.
if the matching outfits weren't enough of, if the matching outfits weren't enough of a hint, you don't regularly call Vamaris boring.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Since we're just here and everything's all right, why don't we just play a little game of truth or dare, right? Since this whole thing has been bubbling under the surface, and every time I try to talk to, you about it, Vamaris, and everything, oh, it's whoopsie berries, and and let's get Burbage drunk, or not, maybe not, but okay, all right. So I have a little crush on you, Vamaris. It's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. I've got crushes on lots of people. I had a crush on Arbin. I had a crush on that adventurer guy whose name I'm blanking on right now, and that is just the way I am. I crush on people, and I feel a strong connection with you. But that, where am I going with this? Charity?
Yeah.
At this, Burbage has stood up and kind of danced around the fire just a little bit.
Charity's gonna sort of peer out from behind Stormbringer. Right here, buddy.
But my point is, I lately have not been feeling quite as very connected to you, Vamaris, and that is potentially a big contributing factor to why I misinterpreted my experience in the extra-dimensional realm, all right? Lately, I've been feeling some real distance growing between us, despite the fact that we're supposed to be best bros. And all right, okay, that might be partly my fault for having developed some weird feelings of attraction toward you, all right? But like I said, I'm attracted to everybody. I haven't gotten laid in months. And you're just such a cool guy, and you're so attractive, and you're kind of, you just got this dark, mysterious quality to you, but you're also kind of innocent in this kind of way, and partly you kind of remind me of Theodric in that sense, but that doesn't, what does that mean? Well, I don't know. But the point is, you and me, the closest, could have fooled me.
I'm going to look back at Charity and be like, he did start that with truth or dare time, right?
Charity's gonna just sort of nod from basically under Stormbringer's armpit. I believe so.
Hey, do you guys need to hug it out?
Excuse me, Stormbringer?
You guys need to hug it out. You seem really upset. And I'm just gonna Stormbringer's kind of pushing Vamaris towards Burbage.
No, stay away. Stay away.
I'll follow this.
How do you know that I'm not on whoopsie berries, huh? Every time I try to talk to you about anything meaningful, anything authentic, it must be whoopsie berries, or it must be alcohol, or it's just that Burbage Camp is a silly little goofball.
Well, the last few times you've opened up to me, it was you were drunk, and you were on whoopsie berries.
Yeah, but yesterday, the whoopsie berries had worn off, all right? And I wasn't trying to come on to you or be weird about it. I was trying to maintain our relationship as friends and as brothers, because that's more important to me than any kind of crush or physical attraction that I could ever feel, all right? Is that clear?
Burbage, when I watched you disappear before my eyes, I lost a part of myself. And I lost control. So you can be all emotional, you can be all animated, but we are brothers. And nothing will ever change that. Druid craft the fire.
All right. All right. I think I'm ready to hug it out.
I'm tired.
You don't get to be tired. Come here. Come here.
Okay.
Stormbringer, get it. Stormbringer, hold him.
No!
Stormbringer goes up behind Vamaris and holds
I'm
him.
too tired for that. I don't need another Stormbringer.
I hug Vamaris. What can I roll for the hug?
I want a charisma roll for the emotion that's put into this hug. Or Constitution, I guess?
No. That's me. That's
okay. Oh,
it's a lot of emotion.
That's a good hug.
I pass out.
That's a good
Vamaris passes out.
He wasn't joking. He was very tired.
I'm gonna reach over and take Vamaris's pulse.
He's alive. And that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons. If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter @helpfulgoat, or check out our Facebook page @helpfulgoat. Thank you so much to everyone for playing. That was amazing. Thanks so much for watching. We immensely appreciate it. And from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
You're a jerk for trying to kill me.
Jerk for making me try to kill my friends.
Night, everybody. I'm sure this discussion is going to rage on in the Discord for the next half hour.